I'm sorry, but there's no light in this story. Yo, what's good, everybody? How are y'all doing? Kari being the age child and her role as a Digidestin really played an important role in the original story. However, how would that story play out if Kari wasn't around? More specifically, what if Wizardmon didn't protect Kari or Gatomon? No doubt things would take a drastically different turn, especially for Tai. So if your aunt hurt for this what if scenario, squat up on that like button, help support the series, help support the channel, all of that good stuff. Let's shoot for 3 likes and let's get started. Before we get started, I'd like to go over Tai and Kari's relationship. Tai is a good big brother who looks after and takes care of his sister. He is also very overprotective of Kari due to her almost dying due to a mistake he made as a little kid. We see this overprotective nature during their encounter with Wizardmon when mistakes made by Izzy caused Tai to snap for endangering Kari as well. So it's safe to say that Tai has a good relationship with his sister, as all big brothers should. Let's change that good happy feeling. Our story begins on top of the communications tower where everyone is struggling against Wizardmon. 6 ultimate Digimon can't take down a single ultimate, but as soon as Angemon comes on the scene, he is able to not only wipe out Phantommon, but is also able to do some decent damage to Wizardmon. Doing whatever he can to thwart the prophecy, Wizardmon lets out a fatal attack towards Kari and Gatomon. In this scenario, Wizardmon is still way too injured from his last encounter with Wizardmon, so he's unable to jump in front of the attack. Gatomon was able to jump in front of Kari to take the bulk of the attack, but it wasn't enough. Everyone is speechless. All is silent except Wizardmon, who lets out a victorious snicker, though he is still hurt from his attack from Angemon. All eyes are on the 2 lifeless bodies in front of them. It was only a matter of seconds, but for the kids, that moment kept dragging on. The only break came for when Tai mindlessly began inching towards his sister. Everyone watched in agony, as they couldn't even bring themselves to say anything. What could you say after you just watched somebody's sister get murdered in cold blood right in front of them? Tai made it to Kari, dropping to his knees right above them. How can there be somebody so cruel, so disgustingly evil that they can just murder a little girl? Tai then reached for Kari's whistle around her neck, and at that moment, a tidal wave of emotion came crashing down. His orange Digivice turned jet black and pulsed even more violently. Tai's pure rage transferred over to his partner, BlackWarGreymon, who shared in his pain. In a matter of moments, BlackWarGreymon was enveloped in a powerful black whirlwind of negative energy. The force of this whirlwind nearly blew away the other Digidestin had it not been for the Digimon protecting them. Some were horrified at what was happening right in front of them, while others were still on Tai. He just stood there, head down, with his Digivice in one hand, Kari's whistle in the other. Sora looked closer and noticed a single tear rolling down the side of his face. Quickly, she turned her attention back to the creature emerging from that black whirlwind, BlackWarGreymon. Wizardmon's look of victory quickly shifted to horror. He wasn't expecting a mega level Digimon to appear, let alone one like this. Even with the new powerful Digimon on the scene, the Digidestin weren't particularly thrilled, more like horrified. BlackWarGreymon gave off a vibe stewed in malice and vengeance. A merciless warrior. Tai slowly lifted up his head, clenched his fist, and let out 4 words. BlackWarGreymon, tear him apart. The once proud Wizardmon fell back in fear as the jet black warriors slowly began spinning, getting faster and faster. Everyone watched in shock and awe as BlackWarGreymon drilled straight through Wizardmon. At this point, Wizardmon is done, slowly fading away to death, but BlackWarGreymon wasn't finished. Raising his claws in the air and gathering the world's negative energy, he let loose a massive terror destroyer, completely annihilate Wizardmon, completely evaporating his data. The Digidestin were barely able to escape, but Tai just stood there, watching as the monster that took down his sister was brought down. With Wizardmon gone, the fog that surrounded the city began to disappear, revealing that the digital world has been opened up yet again. Tai silently mounts BlackWarGreymon, who then flies them into the portal to the digital world. The digital world appears to have undergone some peculiar changes, and the Digidestin aren't going to leave Tai on his own, so they immediately head back to the digital world, not only to investigate these new changes, but to also reconcile their leader. That's where I'm gonna end it. Now before I leave, there's two things I wanted to address in this scenario. First being Gatomon. I believe that unlike a Wizardmon, Gatomon wouldn't be permanently dead. Gatomon is a vaccine Digimon, which is resistant to virus Digimon. So while Myotismon's attack was fatal, her data wouldn't be completely gone. So there's a possibility Gatomon can return in the future, but that's on y'all if you want to keep the scenario going. The second thing is regarding the defeat of Myotismon. In this case, he was taken out by a mega level out the jump instead of the ultimate Angemon. He was utterly obliterated, so there's absolutely no way he can come back even as Venom Myotismon. This also means that Metal Garurumon is not a thing, at least not yet. And finally, the encounters with the Dark Masters would turn out completely different. But with that, I am going to leave. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy this scenario. I love doing it, and it's fun to think about how different events can affect the story. If you did enjoy, squat up on the like button, help support the series, help support this channel, and show your support. Comment. There's people commenting to give me some constructive criticism, which is awesome, dope, and I love that more and more people are commenting, saying that they enjoyed the content over here. You guys are great. I love ya, and I'll see you soon. Bye.